It's your girl Kinsey. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a reading on Chris Brown. If you have any recommendations on who you think I should do next, go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below. And if you are curious on any other celebrity readings that I have done, I will go ahead and link some in the description down below. Today, I'm just going to be working with Oracle. We have Love and we have regular Oracle. There's going to be 4 of each. And before we get into the video, the holidays are here, so if you're looking for any gift ideas, make sure you click the link in the description and go shop and use my code Mackenzie333 for 20% off all items. Okay, so starting off with Love first, our first card here is Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. His love life is very interesting. I'm trying to see where to kind of begin because I feel like his emotions are kind of all over the place and he can like say one thing and do the opposite of what he's saying. Our second card is Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. He's a very affectionate person, but sometimes he also just really likes his space. He seems to be very complicated, so somebody that's in his life is really having to be very understanding of him and really having to not cross a line with him because he has an aggression towards him. Like, he's needing to work on himself a lot. Like, for real. Our third card is Express Your Love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Yeah, he's very affectionate. He's very showing, very giving, very caring. Sometimes he means well, but his actions tend to like be the opposite. Like, I don't know, like he's not the best at expressing or saying how he feels or kind of getting his point across. Like, he's good at sometimes getting his point across, but when it comes to love, that's something different. That's more harder than just regularly, kind of getting his point across. So his love life does need a lot of work done to it, to kind of him, improving himself when it comes to love and being more understanding, for sure. Now, I do see there being another child. I kept hearing pregnancy and another one, and I was like, bro, there's literally another child. There's another child coming. There is some big news, some big announcement coming out. And then this just kind of clarifies this. Children, your love life is being affected by children. There is going to be another child. I feel like he wants kind of like a big family. Like, he wants a lot of things for himself that he didn't have growing up. Like, I feel like his childhood and kind of growing up wasn't the best. It wasn't like the easiest. So I feel like a lot of things he wants very different now for his kids and for himself. He's trying to grow, he's trying to be the bigger person. That takes a lot for him. He doesn't like to admit when he's wrong. Oh my God, he likes to be right. He does not like to, be put in his place or like to admit when he's wrong. So that takes a lot out of him if he's able to even get that across, which is kind of hard to get the truth out of him. It's kind of hard to, for him to own up to a lot of shit. Like, he likes to kind of throw it off the shoulder, give you the cold shoulder, because I just feel like if he was to be honest and open, he just feels like he's letting his guard down, and he doesn't like to be, kind of in a situation where he's kind of being in the hot seat, being, like in the spotlight of oh, he sees everything as like, oh my God, everybody thinks I'm like the bad guy when he's literally in the wrong. Like, he likes to play the victim in a way. But for him, he does try to mean well. He's trying, and I think that's all that matters, and that counts, right? Okay, moving on. Literally, that was the first card that popped up again. We have children and we have fertility. Fertility always doesn't have to go for just kids, but I always like to see it as that. This also means kind of like growing and expanding and doing more and becoming more and improving yourself, really showing a lot of growth, which he's trying. But pregnancy, I'm telling y'all, there's another child. It's coming in, it's coming out. There's something surrounding a child. All right, there's some type of pregnancy. There's something going on behind the scenes that maybe we're not really getting the whole scoop about. And I feel like I don't really hear much about him anymore anyway, so that's kind of interesting. But yes, first card being fertility, second card being truth. He likes the truth, even though he doesn't like to, speak the truth that much for himself. So it's kind of interesting how that works. Third card being boundaries, setting boundaries. He doesn't like for people to kind of cross over him or fuck him over or do something that he wouldn't do to you. Like, that shit makes him mad. Like, it's, oh my God, the energy that he gives me that energy of I can do it, but you can't. Oh my God, that literally is screaming in my ear. Like, that could be with love, that could be with literally anything. Anything you do wrong by him, he can do it, but you can't. Oh my God, it's literally screaming at me. If he does something wrong, he can do it, but you just can't do it. Like, he has a problem with shit like that. Like, I can do it, but you can't. No. Our fourth card being love. Love. He's wanting a happy ever after. He's wanting the happy ever after. He's wanting to, have this and secure this and take care of someone. Somebody is in the picture, right? Because I do feel like somebody's in the picture, but I don't know, it's kind of questioning, do I want to continue with this person? Is this even my person? So there's a lot of overthinking. He's very much in his head. He's very much overthinking a lot of situations, and especially when it comes to love. I don't know, but he's really needing to work on himself, show himself some more, you know, love, self-care, really trying to balance out a lot of things that are happening and that are going to kind of continue to happen. Very interesting reading, honestly. I'm very intrigued with his energy. Being unsure of this person and being unsure of love to begin with. I feel like we all know he very much had that player card like years ago, and I feel like in a way he's kind of still holding on to that player card. Like he's needed to kind of get over that mentality and that kind of like childishness. Like I feel like he can be very childish at times, so he's kind of needing to outgrow a lot of situations, and I feel like he holds on to the past a lot more than he should, for sure. And he's still not over somebody from his past. Literally, I feel like he might look at what they're doing and what they're up to and might be asking friends like, hey, what's she doing, like what's she doing, where's she at, like kind of thing. So he's really not needing to focus on people from his past events, past memories. He's needing to just kind of avoid everything from his past, but he has a hard time letting go and moving forward. So he's needing to do a lot of healing and a lot of self-work, because that's the only way that he can really, you know, prove something to himself. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like he likes to prove a lot of things to himself, but sometimes a lot of things can affect him and get to him, so he's like, man, y'all won't shut up. Like I feel like I just gotta prove everything. Like I make it seem like I have to just prove everything to y'all. Like damn, like, you know, kind of like I was saying earlier, how people like to like put him in the spotlight. And well, I feel like mainly he puts himself in these situations, right? Yeah, he does put himself in these situations, but you know, him not wanting to admit when he's wrong and say sorry. He doesn't like to say sorry. Oh my god, he doesn't like to say sorry. He does not like to. I don't know, I feel like in a way karma has kind of had its way with him, and he's still going through some karmic things that are happening. He likes to have his business be his business and not have his business be the entire world's business. Like literally, he's like, if it's my business, it's my business. Mind your business, don't be in my business. Like he hates nosy people. Oh my god, he hates nosy people. But literally a lot of things upset him, and if he doesn't like it, he's gonna say, hey, I don't like that shit. So he can be very blunt and bold sometimes, for sure, but when it comes to expressing real emotions and feelings, not so much. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be another child, a pregnancy, something coming out into the public, something being put out there, being brought up. I don't know, he really wants somebody from his past back, but I think that's something that he'll probably never get. So honestly, he did it to himself, so he's kind of needing to deal with that, and he's kind of still dealing and healing over a lot of shit. Like him looking at, you know, his exes or people from his past, you know, seeing what they're doing, trying to catch up with them, trying to ask other people that are close to them about them. Like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what's going on here. But also I wanted to mention, I always like to talk about the people that are surrounding the person that I'm reading, people that are surrounding him. They seem to be decent, not the best. I feel like some of them kind of talk behind his back, and I feel like he's kind of already distanced himself from a lot of people that once were in his circle, that could be also with celebrities and just normal people. So he's kind of removed some people out of his life because he doesn't want to be put in the spotlight as a bad guy anymore. So he's kind of trying, I'm telling you, he's trying, but it's a little difficult to be so used to being the same person and not making change and not making effort. But nowadays he's trying. So people around him, yeah, some of them do kind of talk behind his back. I don't know, I feel like he kind of knows when somebody's like not on his good side. So if he knows that, he's not gonna interfere with you or react with you. He's kind of just gonna distance himself and do what he has to do to not get involved. So yeah, he definitely has distanced himself from certain people, cut people out of his circle, out of his life. He doesn't keep, I guess, his entourage that big anymore. I feel like he's definitely put it down, because I feel like the more that he's, you know, living and going throughout the years, he's realizing, hey, none of that shit really matters. I don't really need that many people around me. Like, you know, all I need is really my security and the close ones around me, and I'm good. I don't need like multiple, like 50, 60 people with me everywhere I go. But that's going to be all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you aren't already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.